So I'm back and I've got some new products to take a look at here. I can't wait to take a look at the Aranthian Succession, Spire of Primus, book 4 in the Aranthian Succession quadrilogy of books. We've got Ozostium Aranthus, the Divine Prince himself, right here. Can't wait to open that up and take a look at that. And Underhive Hangers On, 6 new Citadel miniatures. I'm excited to open up that box too. So let's do an unboxing and let's take a look at what we got here. We'll start with the book. So the book is the Aranthian Succession, Spire of Primus. Very nice art, as usual, for these books. Not one of the thicker books, but not particularly thin either. I was able to get this at Old Guard Games. So thank you, Josh, for having this there at the store. There we go. Let's take a look inside. What do we got in here? Of 7 lords in slumber, one shall first awaken. The throne of Necromunda shall by his hands be taken. Little attempt at poetry there, Games Workshop. Good job. So what do we have in the contents here? We have Aranthian Succession, Spire of Primus, the Aranthian Ascension timeline, Succession Campaign Part 4. So each of these books has its own campaign system in it, each of them building on the previous one. I haven't gone through the other books terribly closely, but I do have them all. So this is definitely a campaign that we're looking at running at some point from start to finish. So I'm definitely going to do some videos on that in the future once we get to that. But let's just continue to look at this book here. We got narrative scenarios 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 8th multiplayer scenario. It's a great deal getting 8 new scenarios in here. I'm excited about those. They usually have pretty interesting ones in the Aranthian Succession. I used a number of them at Ash Waste Weekend this past year. Additional rules. We have the Sthenian Spire Hunter, which I believe is the suit that Lady Hera has. So that's pretty cool. I think you can give that to other Spire Hunters, not just her. Indentured Psychers, that's pretty cool. They are Psychers for any gang, so now anybody can have a Psycher in their gang as a hanger-on, I believe. The Hive Watcher is a new type of hanger-on. Interesting to see what that looks like. The Dome Runner, I'm excited about him because they have new rules for him. You're able to take a long last now, so that's exciting to look at. Don't know if he's going to cost any different amount of credits or not, but we'll find out. Rogue Docs. I believe they have some sort of a servo skull, Medicaid skull that comes with them now, or you can purchase for them or something like that. So it should be interesting to look at their new rules. The Aranthian Aligned Gangs, that's probably for the campaign. Alliances, Justicar Courts, Palinite Justicar Delegation. So they did just come out with an FAQ. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. The FAQ has points for these guys, so that allows you to then use them as an outcast gang. So that's very important and really exciting to be able to use these guys as a outcast gang. So that's what these are. The weapon reference chart, Spire equipment, armor, servo skulls, personal warrior weapon traits, and the new Dramatis Personae, Ozostium Aranthus, which we'll look at the model for in a little bit. But his rules, from what I've heard, are kind of ridiculous. And yeah, I don't feel like you should be able to take him unless it's a special scenario. But anyway, let's look through the book. I want to go straight to the special rules real quick. Let's look at page 102 to start with. So as usual, there's great artwork throughout all of this. It's just, these books are always just dripping in amazing art. Look at that guy. Here is the bookmark. I always love that they come with these. But we're going to go to page 102. We're going to skip all this stuff. That's Lady Hera. Page 102. We're going to skip the special armor as well. What I want to do is I want to look at... So there's your special hunter. Oh, it's a... Actually, we're not going to skip that. A champion. Interesting. So it's not even a leader can be that. It's a champion. Interesting. So if you're into spires, this book is probably something you should acquire. Here we go. Indentured Psychers, 70 credits, available to any gang. Unsanctioned or sanctioned. They're part of the crew, so they're always in the gang. The stub gun and fighting knife, not surprising. Willpower 5, that's good. That means they can actually cast these spells, and these are the word powers they get. Actually not terrible. I would think these could be useful in most gangs. If you're not averse to taking a Psyker, consider taking a Indentured Psyker, and holy moly, you can have up to 3. That seems like... wow, okay. That I didn't realize. Anyway, next one. Hive Watcher. What is the new Hive Watcher rules? While a gang has a Hive Watcher in their gang roster, enemy fighters using the infiltrate skill arriving on the battlefield via reinforcements must be set up 9 inches away from the fighters as opposed to 6. They're outlaws. They're hired by outlaws. Catfall and Clamor. Okay, so this is the big deal. Opponents' reinforcements have to be 9 inches away instead of 6. That's kind of a big deal. You can really mess with people's plans by having one of these guys. That could be pretty useful to have. Dome Runner. Let's see here. Dome Runner can have a las, pistol, stub gun, long las, fighting knife, or axe. Wow. Yeah, so for only 20 credits, you can get a long las, which I'm going to be doing in my new gang, which you'll see coming up soon because I'm working on them. Actually, tonight after I look through this stuff, I'm going to be working on them. But I'll be having a video out about them pretty soon. They're new Sump Pirates led by an Ogren. It'll be cool. You'll see that soon. Rogue Docs, 0 to 2. They have a Medicaid kit and a Medi Skull. That's the new thing about them. I believe 50 credits is what they always were. Alright, Aranthian Line Gangs, of course that's for the campaign. Alliances, Justicar Courts, the Delegation, they're pretty neat. None of them are overpowered though, which is nice. I do like the models for these guys, very cool. I'll probably pick up a box at some point. Alright, Servo Skulls, Meta Skull. This is the new skull, comes in the box. So really this just allows you to roll an extra injury dice when making a recovery test for the doc. So that's okay. Alright, well that's it for this. I think we're done with that. I don't need to look at any more of that. If you're interested in this book, I recommend you pick one up. Alright, let's do an unboxing. We're going to do Ozostium Aranthus, the Divine Prince. We'll do him first. Because in my opinion, he is the less interesting of the 2 boxes that I have today. So in the back of this, we've got, he comes with a Caryatid Servitor and the model with a couple of options. Regular face exposed and midsection exposed or armor pieces on those. So let's just take a look at the sprues. Comes with a big base. Ooh, wow, that's actually a big base. That's what you'd get for a an Ambot base. That's cool. And yeah, just the one sprue. You get the instructions, of course. Let's take a look at the sprue itself. And the other side seems pretty nice. Don't really think anything really stands out that you can't see in the pictures, though. Let's look at the instructions real quick. Oh yeah, when you first build them, you can either put the faceplate on or not, and you can put the chest plate on or not. So that's kind of your 2 options with him. Well, that's not so bad. Then you get the crazy Caryatid Servitor thing. Just creepy as heck. Well, that's pretty neat. Alright, let's put those aside. And let's take a look let's take a look at the Underhive hangers on. All right, so again, we've got the Ammo Jack, the Dome Runner, the Rogue Doc, a Slopper, and a Lookout. Not a Lookout. What is it called? A Hive Watcher. There we go. And of course the Metaskulls. Metaskull, Slopper, Ammo Jack, Hive Watcher, Rogue Doc, Dome Runner. All right, let's take a look inside this box. Okay. So, got the instructions, of course. We got one sprue with everybody on it, and the bases. Oh, so they're all small bases. That's cool. We get 6 of them. And then the main sprue. There we go. We've got our long las. There's that hammer. I know there's some alternate faces and things on these, so there's some variability in how you can assemble them. Let's look at the instructions to see what the options are. So you do the Slopper here first, is the first instructions are for the Slopper. And let's see, there are options for the Slopper. Doesn't look like it. Looks like the options for the Slopper are pretty non-existent. Next we have the Ammo Jack. The Ammo Jack appears to have basically no options either. Yeah, it's basically you assemble them. Unless you want to do converting, which I always do, so I'll probably convert these guys when I make them anyway. The Hive Watcher. Now the Hive Watcher here, it looks like, do they have some options? No. No, it looks like they're built one way as well. The Dome Runner also, I think, is only built one way. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. Maybe it's the dock that has options here. Ah, yes, here we go. The dock has 2 different heads, one with like a rebreather and one just exposed, is what it looks like to me. Yeah, but there we go. So there we go. So I hope you liked my look at the new kits for the new Aranthian Succession expansion, and that's all I've got for you this time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.